up, you guys? It's Canal here and welcome back again to my channel. So moving on with the theme here that we have for the past couple of videos, this is in continuation of the series that I started in terms of all things my pregnancy, my journey, my symptoms, all the things that most people always want to know. And so I'm just here to continue that with the second trimester video. If you've missed it, I have already filmed my finding out video and my first trimester video. So if you haven't watched those already, I'll link them somewhere here on the screen. And there's also like a whole playlist on my YouTube channel. If you guys are subscribed, you can probably see it there. But if not, I'll link it somewhere here for you guys to be able to find it. There's a lot of information on those videos, so I encourage you guys to watch those prior to, like, I guess, asking questions here. But by all means, leave questions, comments, concerns, whatever it is below in the comment section. I'll be happy to get to them. Before we get started, I will say, as cute as she is, if I roll a little bit back and you see my shirt here, so one problem, this is from Shein. No shade to Shein, no whoop-de-doo for Shein, because I know some people have their thoughts on it or whatever. This is supposed to be an extra large. And the way that they put it in the ad, like, it was literally down, like, it was a crop top, not a crop bra shirt. In case you guys see that I'm like a little bit more forward than the usual, is because I really don't feel like having her like just show all my goodies. Although I do have a bra underneath, obviously, it's just not the way to go. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that in case you guys notice that I'm a little bit more forward than the usual, or like a little bit more still, because I don't want to like roll back or whatever. Yeah, on to the video. And of course, as a disclaimer, this is not something that I want anyone who's pregnant, expecting, or had their baby and or already has had multiple babies and is pregnant again. I don't want any of this to be taken as Bible. This is just a disclaimer to say that this is my story, my journey. Everybody's different in their life circumstances, their life decisions, and also just their journey in general throughout this whole life-changing process. So whatever it is that I say, I'm just sharing my experience and what has helped me. If anything that I share, tips and tricks, if I do share or whatever, this is not to be taken Bible for any sole one parent to child relationship, or even to any children. Children are different as they grow up and everything. Children are different from their friends, from their other small family members, etc. So please, no judgment. I don't mommy shame. I don't do any of those things. Well, I'm not a mommy yet, but just in general, there's a lot of differences in people's ways of experiencing the same thing. So just want to say that. On to the video. So in terms of my story from first trimester to second trimester, nothing really has changed. I still wasn't getting many aversions. I'm sorry, I never got any aversions even to this day. So my bad on that typo, verbal typo. But yeah, no aversions. Symptoms, I can't come up with anything during my second trimester that I was really like noticing that I was experiencing. So that's very boring as well, because even through my second trimester, I had not gotten a single episode of morning sickness. Still no aversions, whether taste or smell. All that good stuff is still pretty much fine and dandy. And then in terms of cravings, I still didn't notice any cravings in particular. However, I did just notice that like everything was just so much better in sandwich form, which sounds so silly, but basically imagine whatever it is that you may have during the day, whether it's a salad, fried chicken, whatever. If there was a way to put like 2 buns, like, you know, and just make it a sandwich, I don't know, that's just what I kind of felt was more comforting to me. Maybe that's like a biological need, where some of you guys may know pregnancy can be a very pre-diabetic like stage for the body, because everything that we're taking in, basically baby's taking all of it, if not most of it. And so a lot of women do experience a diabetic like symptoms or actual diabetes when they are pregnant, because of the fact that their intake is just being taken by the baby, and so there's no way that enough energy and calories are being used for the mom. And there's like a whole bunch of resources and like stuff like that. You can look it up. I'm just giving you like the gist of it from what I know, and even that might be outdated information, but feel free to Google that. But anyways, the reason why I was craving maybe bread in general, and like it being like all my meals to be in sandwich form, I feel like I ate a lot of sandwiches in second trimester. It might just be because of the whole need of extra calories and quick calories for that, for the baby and for myself. So that might have been the reasoning why. It's not that I was going towards more carbs in general, because obviously there's rice, there's potatoes, there's different types of like starchy, carby food. I was just literally going for sandwiches, everything. So I don't know why. That's the only thing that I kind of noticed in second trimester, that I was just like, whoa, what's going on here? Because like your girl's hungry all the time, but like just for like sandwiches, and I don't understand why. So that's that. Besides that, yeah, nothing in particular. I wasn't craving fruit, I wasn't craving meats. A couple weeks ago, so technically it was still in my second trimester, I was just getting like a lot of like just wanting to eat meat, whether that was roast beef, whether that was cold cuts, but like obviously they would have to be cooked cold cuts, which is not a cold cut in general. And just like, for example, if you guys have ever been to like a Brazilian steakhouse, I was just craving them to like cut the meat and me just like that's the only thing that I've really been like craving to eat, but it's not a craving that I've actually manifested. It's not like those weird craving stories that you hear on the internet where it's like, oh yeah, like I wrapped my taki in like ham and like a Kraft slice of cheese and then deep fried it and like sprinkled like mayo and like, no, I haven't had those type of cravings. But the sandwich thing, so anything in between two buns, and the fact that I was thinking a lot about meat in general, I think is the only thing that I noticed in my second trimester. It's probably because I haven't had meat regularly since I got pregnant. The next thing that I want to talk about is finding out the gender of the baby. So for context, because my pregnancy was very mild, no symptoms, no aversions, literally nothing to write home about, and because I've heard that most oftentimes those type of pregnancies end up being boy pregnancies, Moses and I, mainly me, thought that it was going to be a boy. Because, well, like damn, you know, obviously odds can be in one favor or the other, and honestly some pregnancies based on gender are not universal, you know what I'm saying? So we were just open to the idea of both, but I definitely thought that it was gonna be a boy because of that. In terms of preferences, I didn't have any preference because in my first child I don't really care, and then Moses didn't have a preference. Everything is a blessing from God as we see it, but if it was up to him, he would want to have a girl because he already has a son, who, by the way, the day of filming this video, they are actually arriving from the airport today, a little bit later tonight, and I will be picking them up. Fun little twist and like connection to the story. Our family's expanding way more than just the baby. But he would have rather have a girl because of the fact that he already has a son. So drum roll, we're having a girl. And it's just so funny because, again, all the odds, at least in my symptomless, aversionless, like literally such a boring and calm pregnancy, I literally thought I was gonna have a boy because of that. They say that girl pregnancies are a lot more chaotic. Even their like heart rhythm and heartbeat is a lot more, not only fast-paced, but it can be a little bit more irregular sometimes in the first and the second trimester. And so all the things, for me at least, the things that I know were leading me to believe that I was really gonna have a boy, and lol, we're having a girl. So when it came to that, we happened to go together to our anatomy ultrasound, and Moses wanted to know the gender. I didn't want to find out the gender. So for myself, I wanted to find out the gender. I wasn't sure if on delivery day or if I wanted to do it, for example, with my family present, or me find out and then tell my family kind of thing what the gender was going to be. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So that's why I said, okay, for now, I don't want to know the gender. 2 weeks or so after that ultrasound, I happened to, I guess, get a little impatient, and I was like, you know what, Moses, my husband, for those of you who don't know, I asked him, I'm like, okay, I guess I just kind of want to know, is there a way that you can show me, I guess, what it is? And then so he ended up going to Walmart and getting girl indicative things. And by girl indicative, I hate the fact that like color is gendered still up to this day, especially for baby stuff. However, whatever, it is what it is. It is so conditioned in us that we would know that Minnie Mouse would be for girls or like pink would be for girls. But anyways, he got me a pink little onesie, and then he got me also a pacifier which had Minnie the Mouse, and of course that was pink. So I was like, what? And like, maybe I'll insert the video somewhere and show you guys like exactly what happened. I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Moses just bought this for me today. Not sure what's in here. Clothes or just like a cupcake that's either blue or like pink in the frosting. Anyways, listo, baby. Moses is over there, but he didn't want to be on camera. But like I said, he's aware of the gender. But let's see. ¿Qué saco primero? ¿Hay algo? Pero todo, everything is indicative of. Yes, yes. So anything I pull out here. Yes. Yes. No way! No way! No way! No way! That's so good! Oh my god, yay! ¿Tú que ya tienes varón? Oh my god. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna get like that. Oh. Okay, so it's a girl. I burst into tears, not because of disappointment, not because of excitement necessarily, but I was just in such shock. But like, whoa, no way. Girls are very strong in my family. Like, girls run very heavily in my bloodline. And so that was just, I thought about it afterwards. I'm just like, it's not even surprising. Even though like gender and like sex in general is like 50-50. Bare people in my family, like 80% of the people in my family I want to say are girls. Yeah, so how I reacted was, yeah, I just burst into tears. I was mucho excited mainly for Moses, because I know that he really wanted a girl if he wanted to choose, kind of thing. And it was just a beautiful moment to share. And then after that, we just kind of started thinking of what's next, aka, you know, obviously things to buy, things to get, and then we started planning like baby shower things and whatnot. Mainly me and a friend and my mom, but that's more into the 3rd trimester, so I'll share that then. In terms of the last thing that I want to talk about, which are my feelings up to date in the 2nd trimester, I was still not super thrilled with the fact that I was pregnant, but obviously it's a little too late to do anything otherwise. Not that we were ever going to like get rid of the baby, but in 2nd trimester I was still not very excited about the fact that I was pregnant. I was kind of warming up to the idea slowly but surely, but I was still not like super thrilled that I was pregnant. Even some people were asking me, some like close friends of mine were asking me still like, hey, have your feelings changed about anything? Do you feel any different towards baby? And I was like, well, realistically, I know that because I'm not getting rid of it, there's nothing positive that's coming out of me complaining or feeling negative towards it. I just kind of have to embrace the situation, and that's about it. I might as well start manifesting positive feelings in general the best way I can, like fake it till you make it kind of thing, because once the baby's out, it's like it's like no longer something that you can retract or think twice about. But I don't know, I just hadn't warmed up to the idea quite yet. I was still very much like, well, I mean, if it was up to me and like no morals would be affected or whatever, there was like a very binary code of like yes or no, do you want to keep it, without any consequences, whether morally, societally, etc. I would just choose no, because simply financially speaking, in another realms of our life, we're just, I think, not ready. However, whatever, it is what it is. But in 2nd trimester, I was still not super like excited about it, especially because like I still wasn't feeling like kicks. I still wasn't feeling anything going on. If anything, the kicks or the jabs and the movement in general, it felt more like gas. So I was just like, what the heck is this? I'm like, is this gas? Is this the baby? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, even going to the ultrasound appointments, I was not really like reacting super, oh, that's my baby, and like seeing the sonogram or whatever on the screen. It was definitely like something that I was just like very neutral about, but I was definitely not like overwhelmed with negative emotion as I was as soon as I found out. If you want to see that video, please do check it out. Up to that time period, from what I remember, I was experiencing less negative emotions and a little bit more positive emotions than I was in my 1st trimester. And as soon as I found out, I was definitely trying to like look up things online to maybe make me feel better about certain anxious topics that definitely do have me worried even up to this day, such as like the finances, what to buy, what not to buy, don't spend your money on this because it's a waste of time, it doesn't work, or whatever it is. Watching videos made me a lot more calm, and even up to this day make me feel a little bit more prepared, because knowledge is power and ignorance is not bliss. I feel like if we choose to ignore something, especially on purpose, we're not gonna get anywhere by not knowing anything, right? So it's better to be informed and better knowledgeable about certain decisions. That way we're able to just feel better overall, and we don't feel so dissonant about our experiences that are happening in real life and our perception to that experience. So yeah, that's all I can really come up with for my 2nd trimester. Like I said, no aversions, no symptoms, no cravings. A very boring pregnancy even up to the 2nd trimester. I might just look at my notes. I don't think there's anything else. So yeah. Oh, by the way, I guess I should have mentioned this at the very beginning, but the app that I'm using to kind of see the progression of the baby and its growth, I'm using What to Expect. Is a very popular app. I was also using my period tracker at the beginning before downloading What to Expect, because I simply didn't want people to know that I was pregnant in case they went through my phone or whatever. But the period tracker app does have certain information and statistics about the development and progression of the baby in terms of its growth inside the womb. However, What to Expect actually gives you the cute little visuals of how big the baby is and all that good stuff, such as like a banana, a prune, a raspberry, and all those things at the very beginning. And then slowly, week by week, it shows you different videos of what's going on in the week, what's going on in the brain, what's going on in terms of the skeletal muscular structures and stuff like that. So that's been really cool. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by anybody because who the heck am I? But if you guys want to check it out, I feel like that app is really helpful. It also has like different forums and groups if you want to join within your local area, mommy groups, whether they're summer babies. For example, I'm having a baby in the summer, and so if I wanted to become friends with these other moms that are also having, whether first-time babies or second-time babies or whatever in the summer, you could do that. You can ask definitely like a lot of questions and people will give you answers, whether resourced from like Google and other web sites and web sources and shit, or it could be something that personally has helped that person, so you could always check it out. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to share that little blurb before I left because I feel like it's a crucial thing that maybe not a lot of people know, especially in the older generation. Maybe not everybody's aware about what goes on in the body for a baby or whatever, and it's just fun. It's just fun, kind of fun to like have a visual of like, okay, your baby's as big as like a blueberry, like that's like this, and then you compare a couple weeks later and it's like a head of cabbage. Oh my goodness, you know? So that's really fun. So yeah, that's it, basically it that I wanted to share for you guys today. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. Like I've said in other videos, if this is your first time here, I super appreciate your support, especially if you are here because you did click on this series based on all my pregnancy related things. I really hope that you guys are enjoying the content or the channel overall, if you have gotten a little bit of a opportunity to go and explore the different things that I talk about on here. Regardless, if you guys are a new subscriber or are a new viewer, I should say, I hope that you guys join the family by subscribing down below. Please click the little button and turn it from red to white, and you'll be updated as to say every single time that I upload a video. And of course, only possible to get notified every single time if you ding the little notification bell right beside the subscribe button. If you don't do so, YouTube will only inform you every once in a while, whenever it wants, that I upload a video. If you ding the little notification bell, it'll keep you posted as every single time that I upload a video. Feel free to leave any comments or quick concerns down below in the comment section. That way we can all grow and kind of discuss the different topics that are brought up for everybody's learning purposes, and just why not? These are my socials. If you guys don't follow me there, you definitely should, because I'm a fun little gal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, stay tuned for the 3rd trimester video. Other things that will come, I guess, postpartum, if you guys so wish to see those things later on in the future when finally baby girl is here. Thank you so much once again for your support. I love you guys, and until next time guys, keep up the awesome, never change, and I'll see you guys next time. Dios bendiga a todos en María Victoria.